Okay, so before you just go put a prong collar on your dog and just start taking it for a walk, you want to introduce your dog to the prong collar. So that's what this is. I'm going to show you how to do an introduction. It's called the prong collar dance, and I'll show you how to do it. You're going to get a loose leash after you've put the prong collar on. You're going to let your dog, give him some space, and when he starts to walk away from you, what you're going to do is you're going to give it a little bit of pressure. You're not using strength. You're not, pulling or anything, using a lot of strength. You're barely going like that, and then he'll feel the pressure on the prong collar and he'll come towards you. So, pressure, pressure, and right when he turns around, you release the pressure. Okay? So this is just making him, he's just understanding the idea of when there's pressure, I need to do something. And so when there's pressure on the leash, then or when there's pressure on the prong collar, he's going to know, okay, I need to come back to you. So this is just getting him to understand the prong collar. Pressure, release. Right? It's right there. Pressure, release. Okay, so it's very gentle. You're not using strength. So he's distracted. I'm going to give him pressure, and we're going to release. Okay? Just like that. And you won't have to keep doing this over and over. This is a one-time thing just so they understand the concept of it. After you do that a few times and the dog starts to understand, pressure, release. Once he starts to understand it, then you're going to go on a little walk. Okay? Now when you have the prong collar on, I didn't tell you all this earlier, but you want the prong collar to fit snug. I see a lot of people, they have prong collars and they're just hanging off the dog's neck. You want it very snug, okay? You should be able to fit like one finger underneath the prong and it should feel snug to you. So make sure you have that, make sure it's high up on the dog's neck. And then you're gonna shorten the leash. Your dog does not need a lot of leash. I like my leash about this short, okay? Just like that. Very short. Now, you want the leash to be loose. The only time you're gonna give it pressure, this isn't about pulling or popping the dog. You are just pressure, release, okay? So I shorten the leash that way. If there's anything that your dog wants, if you're on the walk, it can't jump, it can't lunge after something. If it does, it doesn't have a lot of room to go and destroy another dog or person or whatever. You have more control over your dog. So, you want your dog to be right about here. Okay, your dog doesn't need to be ahead of you, because when your dog's ahead of you, they start scanning. And when they scan, they're not focused on you or the walk. They're just focused on what they can go after. So you want your dog to be right here or right here, okay? So anytime your dog starts to get ahead of you or you feel your dog starting to get out of position, all you're gonna do, it's just like a motorcycle. When you go like that on a motorcycle, that's the same correction you're gonna use here. Just quick, just like that. Okay, you don't need to pull it. I know a lot of you are used to white knuckling it and you're just like giving it everything you have because you're so used to your dog pulling you. This is very gentle. You don't need all of that. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Going on a walk. As you can see, I'm doing that motion right here. And you're probably like, well, why are you doing that? Your dog's not even ahead of you. I feel him trying to get ahead of me, so I'll give him a little correction, okay? That's all it is. Just we're communicating with our dog. We're just correcting them before they get out of place. We're just reminding them to stay with us, okay? Pressure and release, just like that. You're not gonna pull your dog. If you go to turn, just like this, pressure, release the pressure, okay? You don't want your leash or their collar to be tight when you're on your walk. It's a very loose leash, pressure, and then I release it. See, the leash is very loose. Okay, I'm not pulling. I'm correcting right there, but I let it go and I release it. Okay, so this is it. This is how you will walk your dog and get results instantly, just like that, okay? And you should be able to walk your dog, anywhere, any kind of distractions, other dogs. Now your dog might react to it a little bit, but you're gonna have complete control. All right, now when you're walking, if you want your dog to sit, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna apply the pressure up like that. Okay, now if the dog doesn't sit right away, well, he did. But if he doesn't sit right away, you're gonna use these two fingers, and go down, just like that, okay? Pressure goes up, so you guys can see. Apply the pressure up, sit, just like that, okay? Now most dogs, when you apply this pressure up, they just understand the concept and the pressure of the prong collar. So most dogs will automatically sit, but there's gonna be a few that don't, and they'll take a little bit more effort. So you'll put up, just like that, pressure up, okay? If they don't sit, you give them the help, he knows. So, all right, but you're just gonna give them help in that area. And that's pretty much how you do it. It's about pressure and releasing that pressure. So when you want a certain behavior from your dog, if you're walking your dog and they're getting ahead of you, you apply gentle pressure, and then once they've done what you need them to do, then you release that pressure. So that's really all there is to it, and you'll have to excuse the way he looks. He is shedding really bad right now. We need to take him to the groomer or something, get this fixed, but huskies will shed really bad twice a year, and this is his time of year to shed. So, but that's how you do it. So good luck. If you all have any questions, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys.